Hello, everybody. Sorry, I struggled for a second there. I was like, wait, what's happening? Hey, everybody, and welcome to our live stream. You're watching Movie Couple Live, where we talk about the latest in movies and pop culture. I'm Wendy.
I'm Dustin.
And hey, happy Wednesday. Welcome to our live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about Super Nintendo World and the Mario Kart ride.
We're also going to be talking about Lady Gaga Oreos.
And Oscars being held in person next year. And so much more. So, you guys, welcome. Hello. Thank you all for being here. We hope you enjoyed your weekend. We hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. What else? Happy December. We are now in
December
December.
2nd.
The final
We're
day.
coming to the
of
final stretch
so
of
the final
2020.
month,
We're in the
yes.
home stretch of getting out of 2020.
Let's just hope 2021 is better. Honestly, I can't even with this. Knock on wood. Knock on wood, everybody. So lots of stuff happening in our daily lives. I feel like I'm having like a very busy week so far.
Well, yeah, you started doing something that will definitely keep you busy all day long, and we started our vlogmas.
Vlogmas. So in case you guys don't know what vlogmas is, it's like a long-standing YouTube tradition, maybe you can call it. A lot of YouTubers take participate in this. Basically, it's daily vlogs. You upload a vlog every single day for the entire month of December up until Christmas. So
kind of like the advent calendar. You get your special surprise of opening up and hey, look, a video. A video of the movie couple.
A movie, yeah, exactly. So you have seen day 1. Day 2 will be going up after this because I needed to make the thumbnail and I couldn't decide which photo I wanted to use. And I think I actually have to export the files because I was looking for it to upload and I didn't find it. And I was like, oh, I think I forgot to export it, which means it's probably still sitting in edit. But it is done. It's a fun one for you guys to watch. The one thing I do worry about with daily vlogs is that people are gonna get bored.
With all, well,
because because of the pandemic, we're not getting to do other stuff.
I know normally during this time of year we would go like to say Disneyland and see some of the food.
So
there.
Much Disneyland.
We would be able to go to different places and
Universal
test out different
Studios.
So we're thinking about maybe going up, like maybe going to get some holiday food at like different takeout restaurants.
We might do that tonight because I don't think we have much other food in the fridge.
Nah, not very much. We're starting to run low on our supplies because before Thanksgiving we were like, okay, stock up, get everything we need, and then during this entire winter, let's like just not go anywhere and try to just kind of stay inside our little caves, kind of pull a crude thing where we're like, don't leave the cave. Sleep pile.
Which, by the way, that reminds me, I think I have not uploaded that review for the crudes, so we will have to do that. But yeah, Vlogmas, we're doing vlog. Oh, okay.
That was Navi.
Did a sneeze?
I think that was kind of a. She's like, oh,
she's
Mommy and Daddy
upset that we're not paying attention to her as per usual. But she's like the star of the vlog. I either start with her or I end with her so far. So you should be happy, little one. But yes, expect a daily vlog every single day from December 1st through the 25th. I'm praying that I will keep it up. So because that's just a lot of editing for me on top of, I just like to punish myself.
Well, and vlogs are very difficult to actually edit too, because you have to. It's so much footage throughout the day.
Different because you have to kind of in your head remember what you filmed before, and is this clip going to be relevant to the previous clip if they, because obviously the viewers aren't with you the whole day, but you are. So if you forget to vlog, like I do sometimes, like I forget that I'm vlogging, then everything kind of goes poo-pooey. So fingers crossed. Hey, we have a super chat from Chris.
Woo!
Chris's Choice. Chris's Choice. I know we need a theme song for Chris's Choice. All right, Chris.
We got to get some royalty-free music on here. Chris's Choice.
Chris says, assuming, of course, they are still alive, one of these MCU heroes must go. Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, or Spider-Man.
Well, we've kind of already
go.
We've kind of already lost Captain America and
they're
Iron
they're
Man.
all still assuming they're still alive.
Okay.
So we have to in that respect.
Okay, so saying that they didn't, like Iron Man did, spoiler alert, Iron Man did not die when he snapped his fingers for Endgame. Captain America didn't get super old, kind of a thing.
Right.
So, one of them has to go.
Oh, I don't want to pick.
Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of a sneaky thing. I think if You cut Captain America because then there's been many different Captain Americas. Bucky took over as Captain America, Falcon took over as Captain America, and I think that is something that they're starting to explore in Falcon and the Winter Soldier that I'm actually really excited to see, is to see that storyline arc of what happens when you try to hold up the mantle of Captain America.
Yeah.
And even seeing Iron Man go, because then you get to see War Machine kind of take over the Iron Man mantle. It would be kind of cool. I mean, if Spider-Man left, you would have all the different Spider-Men from the different Spider-Man universe kind of take his place.
Yeah.
So I would have to say, I would love to see the story of Captain America being cut. He had to go. Like his
Okay, so
character
he's your
dies.
pick
Yeah, I would love
to
to see that
go.
story arc.
This is really hard. I can't let Captain America go. I just can't do it. I think out of all the Avengers here, he is like really the heart of the group if we're looking at the MCU here.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't bear to let him go. Um
Yeah, he's kind of he is very much the moral compass of the group.
he's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Language. So I know I can't let Captain America go. So that leaves me with Iron Man, Thor, or Spider-Man. And I kind of don't want to pick Spider-Man because all I can think is Tom Holland making me cry, saying,
Mm-hmm. I don't want to go.
I don't want to go. Oh God, I'm thinking about it, I'm crying. Damn you, Tom Holland. So I can't let Spider-Man go. He's also like one of my faves.
Spider-Man has been one of my favorites for a really long
Yeah.
time.
So that leaves me with Iron Man or Thor.
And Thor is the god of thunder. How do you get rid of the god of thunder?
Well, according to the question, you can because one of them must go.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
Always hard choices, Chris.
Iron Man or Thor.
Mm-hmm. Roll the
Dang.
dice.
Oh, I don't have my dice here.
Justin's like, no, not Iron Man.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna let Thor go.
Oh.
That's such a shock to me. Like
Me
hearing myself say
too.
that, I'm gonna let Thor go because I love Thor. I just feel like if you want to look at it at the at the MCU, and you think
MCU.
about who can wield the Mjolnir or Stormbreaker, and if you look at Endgame, we know that Captain America is obviously worthy.
Mm-hmm.
So not that he can fight as good as Thor is a whole different level because he is a god, but I feel like if I had to let one go, it would be Thor. I'm sorry. It's not even a good enough
it all
reason.
comes down to your personal favorites,
And I feel
I mean,
like
who do you
Iron
have more of
Man.
attachment to? I mean, I have such an attachment to Spider-Man.
Mhm.
So like I was like, no. Can't even think about cutting Spider-Man.
I can't cut Spider-Man. Yeah, that was a hard pick, Chris. Oh my gosh. Justin says you miss movie theaters, don't you? Yeah, because when I said AMC, I miss it so much.
I miss going to the movies a lot.
I miss it so
Getting the
much.
popcorn, just sitting down, watching a cool movie in a cool theater.
And when you make the dash to the bathroom, you're like, you haven't seen the movie before, and you're like, okay, I think this is a good spot for me to go. And then you just make a beeline, and then you come back hopefully within a couple minutes.
What I miss?
And you sit down, you're trying to, excuse me, I'm sorry, sorry. You sit down, you're like, what I miss.
That is, I do have to admit, that is one of the cooler things about watching movies at home is the fact that you're like,
Yeah,
I gotta pee. Pause. Okay, cool. Hey, I want to make some more popcorn while I'm at it. Do you want anything? Sure.
Yeah, you can pause. Which also kind of takes you out, I feel like, of the experience a little bit. I think if we had like one of those fancy in-house theaters, that I've seen so many people have, that I'm very
Maybe
jealous
we
of.
can makeshift one out of our living room.
I don't think it's possible.
We'll put in stadium seating,
Oh yeah, that's right. And I'm also seeing the comments. I think it was Ronnie that said it, that the vaccine's being approved.
Yes,
in the UK.
I heard that too. That in the UK it has been approved, and they said within the next week or two they're going to start distributing it amongst all of the people who need it the most. So people who are like frontline workers, people who are super sick, and I'm so excited to hear about that. I'm so glad that it sounds like I've heard from a couple different sources that life could possibly get back to normal, whatever normal
what
is
is
for
normal?
us,
What is normal anymore?
by May. And I'm like, that would be amazing.
See, I wasn't even expecting the vaccine to be like approved until next year. So the fact
Yeah.
that the UK have already approved it, and maybe they'll start distributing it like later December or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's really good news. And they say it's, you know,
Go
90,
science.
95% effective. So that sounds really, really good right now. We're going to definitely keep our eyes on all of that stuff. Super exciting. And you guys, let's go ahead and roll into, thank you, Chris, for your super
Thank you
chat.
so
And if you
much.
guys have any other questions, you want to send it in via super chat, go ahead and do that. Also, if you're watching, let's go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're watching after we've gone live, go ahead and put something in the comment section. It really just helps, you know.
Who would you have chosen
Who would you
to
have? Yes, yes, yes. Who
put
would you have
your
chosen? Thank
thoughts and
you.
opinions on who you think you should, who would have to get the kick or the boot
Get the boot
from the MCU?
Which one of these heroes must go? Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor, or Captain America? Put that in the comment section. It really helps us out here on YouTube as far as algorithm goes. So hit that thumbs up. And you know, yeah, it helps us out a lot. Moving on to newsflash, let's talk about, it's one of my favorite things in the world, Oreo cookies. Talking about Oreo cookies, and Lady Gaga is she's teamed up with Oreos to kind of release her own Oreo cookies, and this is, you can see, a very bright, pretty packaging, hot pink
And green filling.
and green fillings. Here are the cookies, and it's kind of supposed to be like a pink color. It doesn't really show up too well in this photo. I feel like in person it'll read a little bit more pink than this. But you know, pink color cookies, green colored cream. I don't think it's any other special flavors or anything like that, but this is to kind of celebrate her it's inspired by her album Chromatica, and she's teaming up with Oreo to spread musical messages of kindness, and these are limited edition cookies. There's no word on when these are going to be available, but and I don't even know if I want to get them because I love getting special edition Oreos. Like whenever the Halloween ones come out, I buy them. The Christmas ones come out, I buy them. Do they taste any different? No, I just like that it's festive looking. But I mostly look forward to Oreos that have different flavors, like Red Velvet was a really good
Mm-hmm.
one. The peanut butter and chocolate one was a really
That
good
was a really good
one.
one. And I loved, I mean, there's so many different kinds of Oreos out there, but I was kind of surprised to be like, wait, Lady Gaga Oreos?
What do they taste like?
I'm really curious to be like, what do they taste like?
It's a sour candy.
Oh, very possible. And the fact that this is
No,
like
that'd
one of
be
the,
gross. If it tasted like sour candy?
well, like yeah, because I don't think that would go very well with the cookie.
No.
And also the frosting is sour candy frosting. I'm kind of like, now that you mention it, I'm kind of like, yeah, you're right. But
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the first time that a musical artist, I think, has
done like an Oreo.
has done an Oreo flavor or an Oreo sponsorship.
Yeah. I think I think that's pretty cool. That they're, and it's the whole. It's not to like promote her album. It's inspired by the colors are inspired by her album, but it's to kind of spread messages. And you can kind of go on. They're called Oreograms. You can go on the website and you can send other people like a little message and things like that. So it's all to kind of spread good cheers and positivity and everything great, which is really, really awesome. I see Jack saying peanut butter Oreos. Those were good.
Those were really good.
Yeah,
I have to admit, we ate
are
those pretty quickly.
Though my favorite Oreos that we've tried, we didn't even buy it from a US store. We went to H Mart and we bought the tiramisu.
Those were so good.
And the strawberry.
Those were super good.
Delicious. I was worried that the strawberry was going to be so artificial tasting, and it wasn't. It was like a very light, kind of like a Pocky, strawberry Pocky cream flavor. It was delicious. But anyways, I like Oreos, so that's why it's part of
I always find
the topics there.
I always find it funny just how some of the Oreos are like a knock them out of the park kind of thing. Some of them are delicious,
yeah,
and then some of them are like no.
What was one that we've tried that was like gross?
There's been a couple of them that we were just like, you know what? No, we're not. No, this bag of Oreos is not going to get finished in our household.
I'm trying to remember what it was. But there was a couple. There was a couple that I think
we have some videos that are up that we
very old vlogs.
Some very old vlogs, and we were just like, Not good.
It might be like from years ago. So it's us much younger and in our crappy apartment in North Hollywood. I think that's when we shot it. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
not sure. But and before we get to the next topic, we have another Chris's choice. Oh
Super
no, just
chat.
kidding. We have a super chat from Chris.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so much,
Chris.
Chris. Chris says, "How long till we see a meme of Grogu eating those Oreos?"
It all depends on whether or not Oreo wants to get in on the Baby Yoda money.
Uh
Because just like that one company
oh,
that
William
made those
Sonoma.
macaroons, they're like, yeah, 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 we'll team up with some Yoda, we'll team up with some Grogu.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe in the next couple of episodes, Grogu will pull out an Oreo cookie instead of one of those. What are those? The
Navarro
nummies,
nummies.
Navarro
Navarro
nummies,
nummies.
and he just starts eating them, and then next thing you know, Oreo's like Baby Yoda Oreos.
I mean, all they have to do for the branding, they can do several limited edition packets. They can have the Navarro nummies. I don't know if that name's already been copywritten by
Probably.
so they can say like, Navarro cookies or something like that. And they can make the cookie because they can make an Oreo pink, so they can make it blue, and the filling inside can also be blue, but instead of Oreo, it can say like the Mandalorian, and then it can have like a little like iconography of Grogu
Mm-hmm.
or Mando's helmet. Like that would be super simple and easy. And then they can have another one that's like, I don't know, blue seems to be a theme, like a white,
They
you
could
know how
also
they
do
have
an
the golden
Ahsoka
cookie?
cookie.
Orange and blue, I would buy 10 of them, 10
Mm-hmm.
packs, and I will eat them all just so I can say that I bought them. That would be awesome.
So I'm pretty sure Oreo, get in on that sweet, sweet Baby Yoda money.
You're welcome for the idea, Oreos. Thank you so much for your super
Justin,
chat, Chris. And
thank you
thank
so
you so
much.
much, Justin, for your super chat on December 4th on Netflix this Friday. Are you planning on watching Mank first or Selena first? I will watch Selena
Ooh.
first, mainly because I've already seen Mank. It's excellent. I need to watch the trailer for it.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that it's really, really good. Still haven't watched it, so that's something we need to do. So, as of right now, Selena, I'll probably watch first because it is a property that I'm familiar with already.
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer for that. It looks interesting. I want to see kind of how different it's going to be from like the movie. Obviously, if it's going to be a series, then they can go more in depth with various stories
You
and
have a
things like
lot,
that.
many more hours of footage that you can actually play with instead of just 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Debbie showed us is showing us a photo on our Discord. That's oh yeah, they're peppermint M&Ms. Didn't we buy them once upon a time?
I know we tried the, what is it called, the pumpkin M&Ms that weren't so
They
good.
were okay.
Those were kind of meh.
They were just okay.
There's been a lot of hit and misses with M&Ms and Oreos, where some of them are amazing,
Yeah.
and some of them you're just like, what are you trying to go with here?
You know the one that I don't get with Oreo flavoring? The carrot cake one. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't. Maybe it's because I'm not too big of a fan of carrot cake in general. Like I'll eat it. I'm not like ugh carrot cake. I'm not like that. But I don't. If I would rather eat like an original flavored Oreo as opposed to a carrot cake one. So yes, back to Justin's question. Yeah, Selena first. Unless I watch the Mank trailer and then I'm like, oh, but wait, then I might switch. But as of right now, since I haven't seen the Mank trailer, I will say Selena. What about you?
We'll probably be watching it together. So yeah,
well,
most
that's
likely
true.
Selena. But if I'm not mistaken, Selena's a series. There's like 6 or 8 episodes, I think.
Yeah. Well, we'll just like watch one episode because I think Mank is like the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully that answers your question, Justin. Thank you so much again for your super chat, and also
thank you so much.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I was just saying, thank you so much.
For everybody who is watching right now, whether it's you're watching live or once we've gone live, you are welcome to join us and the Movie Bunch in our Discord, where we just kind of talk about our love for movies and film and entertainment,
and
collectibles, theme parks, and things like that,
and
pets,
and
food. So
who doesn't love food?
Who doesn't love food, really? So I'm dropping the Discord link in the chat. Go ahead and click on that. It's only available for I think until the end of the day. So I think if you want to join, go ahead and join us. Got a lot of really cool people.
Come and join the chit chat.
Come and join the chit chat. It's awesome. Thank you so much again, Justin and Chris, for your contribution. Moving on to this topic that I am so excited to talk about. Let's talk about Super Nintendo World and Mario Kart. So we know that this is opening in Universal Studios Japan, and it's located in Osaka in Japan. and it was supposed to open, I believe, earlier, but obviously due to the pandemic, they had
Yeah,
to
they're like,
push a lot of
nope.
things back. So now the park will open, not the park, but Nintendo World will open on February 4th, 2021. And here is a photo, if you guys haven't seen yet, of, and this is not
Oh,
a, this is like an actual photo. This is not, right? Oh
yeah,
no,
that is
this
a no, no, that is a real photo.
is it.
I
The flag looks
remember.
a little, no, I think this is concept art.
Oh, it
But
is because
yeah,
I
I think it
remember
is.
hearing about someone looking at this picture and going, "Oh, okay, so that's what it's going to look like." And then
But it
someone else was
looks
like, "No, no, no, this
just
is an
like that.
actual picture." And I'm like, "Really?" Because I've seen other ones that look other pictures and other video that look exactly like this,
Hmm.
and it's moving.
Yes.
And so, I mean,
So the photo,
it looks real.
so the photo that you guys are looking at right now, I believe it is concept art, but the real actual thing looks basically exactly like this.
Mhm.
Basically exactly like this, which is ever so impressive. And of course, we are talking about also that we're not just excited about kind of this part of the land addition to Universal Studios Japan opening, that hopefully when the pandemic's over, you and I can like travel back, because we never got to
Mhm.
visit Universal Studios while we were in Japan because we were only there for 3 days. But we want to go, and most importantly, we want to go on the ride. This is the Mario Kart. Let me take the banner off so you guys can see the
Oh,
Mario Kart ride. It is going to be located in Bowser's Castle, and I think the ride is called like Koopa's Revenge or something like that. Koopa's Challenge.
Koopa's Challenge, that's what
Koopa's
it is.
Challenge. And you get to ride in an actual Mario Kart vehicle. It is on a track, and it looks like there's 4 person per ride vehicle. There are
Mhm.
2 separate tracks, and you are, as riders, you get to race each other. But again, this is on a track, so you are not able to drive freely. Another really cool thing though, and this is how I think they're going to do it by racing, how you can race each other and who comes out on top and who
Mhm.
loses, is you not only get a little remote thingy like that's like in your car, you also get this. This is obviously stays with the ride. Once you come off, you have to hand it back to me. You can't take it with you. But these are AR enabled goggles where you can see probably items pop up, banana peels,
You probably
things
have your
like that.
your boxes, your item
Your item
boxes.
boxes that you can punch as you drive through to
Oh,
hit. And I think it if it's going to be anything like the Mario Kart game that we know, you'll be able to throw these items at your opponents to kind of lower their quote unquote speed while they're still moving toward forwards in the ride.
I'm wondering if that could happen. Like, say, for example, if you are on the track
Hmm.
and you get, like, say, a red shell, and
Hmm.
one of the
You
other
spin out.
racers, one of the, oh, that would be cool if, like,
I don't know if it does that.
if
I'm
the
just
top
wondering.
of the race, yeah, of the, even though it's on a track,
Hmm.
the, the part that holds the people, if it gets hit, yeah, it does,
Like one spin or
and does
something
like
like
one
that.
spin or something.
That would be
Or,
fun.
and also, like, if you do hit them, like, there's brakes on the tracks,
You
and
hear feel a little rumble,
so just to kind of like slows you down a little bit.
but
But
you
I
have
think there
to.
would be a lot that would have to take into consideration.
They would
Or if
have
you
to
use a
do a.
mushroom, yours goes
They
faster.
would have to do a trackless ride in order for that to happen per individual vehicle. I think because it's on a track, it's a little bit more limited, but it will expedite like the people going through
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
a timely manner. So this ride is going to use AR and projection mapping technology with riders, and they have, obviously you saw the AR goggles, which is so cool. And also they're adding on a Donkey Kong area. We don't know when, but they are. That's like the plan that they're going to add on. So that's super awesome, and it sounds really amazing. I watched this channel on YouTube. They're called TDR Explorer, and he explores the various theme parks in Japan, and he did like a little visit to their equivalent to like the City Walk area,
Mm-hmm.
like the shopping Hollywood area, and they actually opened up a Mario themed cafe and store to kind of give you guys
Ooh.
like an early look on some like very limited menu of what will be served inside the park and some of the merchandise. I saw the merchandise. I wasn't too impressed by it. I was like, okay, these are cute, but I don't think I would drop any money on any of those. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
he did a very detailed like look through at the store and what they had to offer, and I was like, these are cute, but like I don't know if I'd buy any of the ones that are in the store, but I definitely would want to try the food. One of them is this, and they're like kind of like cream sandwiches,
Oh, those look
and
so
they
good.
have one for a Mario one, and then they also have a Luigi one, which is like a no cook or no bake cheesecake with grapes. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, ew, grapes and cheesecake? I don't know about that. But his reaction sold me when he bit
Mm-hmm.
into it. He's like, this is so good.
This
I'm
is
like,
really, really good.
well,
Like, okay, well, we'll have to take your expert opinion on it until we
yeah.
can get down there ourselves,
Yeah,
which will
really.
probably make, oh, just like what Jack said,
Hmm.
we'll probably be making a vlog out of it.
And when we go there, definitely, whenever we go to Japan again, we definitely
Super
will
vlogging.
vlog. Yeah, we definitely will vlog. I think if you guys wanted to see our Japan and Taiwan travels, there are vlogs up on the channel. Just you just have to do a bit of a search, but I think all the vlogs are on the playlist. That should make it a little bit easy for you. Jonathan says this sounds like the Men in Black ride in Universal in Florida, where you play
Oh,
against each other to collect points. I think similar, but like elevated because they're using projection mapping and AR, which is very very new. I read somewhere that this ride was like they were building it and designing it for 6 years.
which is always impressive because if you guys, as anyone here has been to Japan and seen some of the cool rides that they have that are just absolutely groundbreaking when it
Yes.
comes to theme park attractions,
Hmm.
knowing that they're all where their what is it called, where their attraction ride game is, they're now like, okay, we're now going to take it 6 years into the future. What can we do with all of this knowledge? And now that we are masters at our craft,
Yeah.
how we become even better? I know, a Mario Kart
A
ride.
Mario
And
Kart
I'm like,
ride. We've
it's,
been waiting for this. I mean, in Japan even they have it's like a tourist thing where you can go and you can get in a, is it a go-kart, like one
oh,
of
yeah, yeah, yeah.
those things
You can get like a little
we saw
Mario
them,
Kart.
and they're kind of dressed like a Mario Kart vehicle. They have costumes that for you to wear, and then you literally but you travel through the actual streets of Japan, which a part of me really wanted to do and a part of me is like scared because we're so used to driving on this side of the road. They're used to driving on the
Hmm.
other, and I know it's guided sort of, but I still
Yeah, I
don't want
think
to
you
have like an
follow a
accident.
guide who's also like in the lead, telling you guys where to go, stay in line, someone in front,
I
someone in
would
back.
happily come in last as long as I'm being safe. Like I don't care, especially for the first round. But if you go again, then I'd be like, yeah, move, get out of my way, sort of a thing.
Meet me. Where's my
Yeah,
red shell, damn it?
where's my red? Throw the blue shell at them. Adam says something really really interesting. He says Universal Japan has slash had attractions based off One Piece, Sailor Moon, Godzilla, and Biohazard Resident Evil horror mazes. That sounds
Oh,
awesome.
that would be really fun.
Yeah, that sounds
Especially if you
amazing.
had like a maze and it was after like, oh, Biohazard. I was thinking
Biohazard.
Bioshock,
Oh, but
the
he said
game.
biohazard.
But yeah, if you had like the AR goggles and you
Hmm.
had, you know, and you went through a normal maze and you were able to shoot things as you were going through,
Yeah.
I think that'd be really fun and a really cool attraction to have.
And speaking of interaction, we did, and I think it was in the video that TDR Explorer did, talking about Nintendo World, that for an additional purchase, so not included in your ticket, so this is an additional purchase, you can get like a power band,
Oh
similar to like
yeah.
the Magic Band at Disney. But you buy that, and it's yours to keep, I believe, if you're buying it. Otherwise, you'd be renting it. And you download the app, and you can like throughout the park, it can tell you where I think bricks are or the item boxes, and you can I think I don't know, I have to go back and rewatch the video, but you can collect points and coins and all, so it makes it super um immersive, and it's just extra fun good stuff that when you're inside Nintendo World, there's extra stuff you can do. Because one of the videos we saw that one of the journalists did get to go in and look at the stuff, she did
So
say
jealous.
it seemed kind of small, but and which is why I think they're slowly adding on to stuff. I'm sure one of the main things that they needed to put together was the ride, which is kind of the flagship ride of that part of the land.
Hmm.
So I don't think those bands would work anywhere else outside of the Nintendo World area.
Probably not. But
Yeah,
it's still going to be really
we would
fun
buy
to
it
go up to a whole bunch of those boxes and be like, ding, ding, ding.
if that's how it works. Woohoo!
But also Adam said that Biohazard is the Japanese name for Resident Evil. So knowing
Oh,
that, that
okay.
sounds super cool
Yeah.
to be in a maze with an AR set on, and
That would freak me out. I don't know if I could handle that.
that would be kind of
I'm
creepy.
usually pretty good about walking through mazes without clowns in them. Any of the mazes without clowns, I'd be fine in. I'm like I don't scare easily when it comes to not clowns or spiders,
And
but
what's
AR is a little bit different. Like
yeah,
it kind of breaks that barrier of like
it
it's a
really
character coming at you. Like
yeah. It also makes it seem like it's a little bit more there because it blends in with what's really there, kind of
hmm
thing, like the setting and the backdrop and all that. But what I'm also really excited about is that they are building Nintendo World here in the United States. So
Yes.
we should be getting one. It's probably going to still take a few years because of the pandemic with everything getting
Right.
pushed back.
Right.
But I mean, I think it's awesome that, yeah, we're hopefully going to get that Mario Kart ride here a few years later.
But is it bad that even though we have it literally just like a half-hour drive or less away, I still want to go to the one in Japan instead?
Nope, I want to go to Japan too. I'm like, I don't care if we've already got it. I
You
don't care
kind
if
of
we've
want
already
to
gone on it.
stay.
We're going to go to Japan again.
I was so sad on the last day. I remember being so sad leaving Disneyland that night, knowing that it was
Yep.
and it was just Disneyland. We were gonna go to Disney Sea the next day, but they don't do a park hopper thing. It's like a 1 day ticket only sort of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew if we unless we paid for another ticket, we weren't gonna come back, and I almost cried. I was so sad because I was having such a
I
great
don't want to
time.
leave.
I didn't want to leave.
Mommy,
I
no. I
don't
want
want
to
to
stay at
leave.
Disneyland. I want to sleep at Mickey's
I want to
house.
sleep at Mickey's house. So Adrian D asks a great question. Makes me wonder if Disneyland would add AR to the cars or Autopia just to be in competition. I can see them
Oh.
building something completely different. I'm trying to think they could do a smaller different cars ride. For example, they could maybe take out, do they still have it? The the one that's kind of like
Autopia?
no, the one in Cars Land where you have to lean to a side.
Oh, no, no,
But
no.
that car, they
I'm
took
pretty
that
sure, I
out
think they've taken out
because that one didn't work.
the flying tires.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I think they've completely taken that out. It was a complete flop. It wasn't working the way they
It
wanted
didn't
it
work years
to.
ago when they tried
It
it.
didn't work with the flying saucers.
They
I feel
brought it
bad
back.
because they tried so hard to make it work.
Like cool
And
concept, but
mm-hmm. But yeah, I guess they could put something in there if there's enough room. I don't think there's enough room to put, like, say, a Cars adventure. I think if they kind of, like you said, maybe upgraded Autopia
yes,
and then made it so,
that ride
because
is really old.
right now that ride's really old. They're still using gas cars.
hmm
I think there's a lot of different things that they can now do to Autopia
hmm
to make it more, it's, still call it Autopia,
My nose
but you
is so
can make
itchy.
it a new and interesting ride. And I think
Yes.
that's one of the rides at Disneyland that is ripe for refurbishment.
Yes, exactly. And let's see, what was I? But that brings up a good question: is once they see how successful this ride will be, which I think it will be really, really successful, how many more theme parks that are going to kind of hop on the bandwagon? Obviously, all the Universals will get it first because the technology is already, it'll be shared throughout whichever Universal studio gets that ride.
Mm-hmm.
But
No,
then
very
will
true.
they also utilize like the Power Up Band or whatever it's called inside Nintendo World in the various different Universal Studios locations? Will they? Will other parks also kind of look at it and go, "Oh, we could do more with our Magic Bands"? Like take Disney World for example, because we don't have
Yes.
Magic Band here in downtown in downtown in Anaheim. I don't know why it's taken so long for them to have it here. They've been trying because I know they set up those
I
like
just don't think it's,
little things.
I mean, because what is it?
It's
In
not big enough.
Disney World, you have all of the hotels, you have all of the theme parks, you have
Mhm.
all of the different things that are not just a theme park or like a restaurant or a hotel that's still around Disneyland. That still,
Mhm.
that wristband does connect to your room and your credit card,
Right,
so
it
you
just
can just
bills it
keep
all to.
bill like
Well,
that.
they should at
But
least then offer it to hotel guests because those people spend tons of money coming, and they should get that same thing. They
I
can
think
bill
they have
anything to their room.
something like that, but it's
Mm.
not quite as elaborate as it is in Florida.
Yeah, the Florida Magic Band stuff, like I kind of want one just to have one.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I really miss about the park, and I want more theme parks to do this, whether you do it through like a Magic Band, Power Band, AR experience, or in app or whatever experience, or something to make the guests more than just go on the rides, eat the food, and shop. and
Hmm.
take photos. More than just that, and the Magic Kingdom does this. It's that card game, the Sorcerers, whatever
Yeah, oh
game
my
that we
god, I
played.
loved that game.
It's equivalent
Yeah, it
to,
was Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom
yeah,
or something like that.
something like
It
that.
was
Let me see
so
if I can get the
cool.
cards, because I think I know where they
I mean,
are.
one, I love collecting cards. You know, ever since I was really little, all of the different Magic cards, all of the different comic book cards. It's really cool to collect them. But to be able to go around the theme park and actually be able to use these source, I think it's called Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. I'm not 100% sure. Do you actually have?
It's called the Sorcerer of the Magic Kingdom.
I was right. And to be able to take these cards and with the pattern on them, be able to use these in like a form of video game combat around the park where all of these different cameras and things are hidden, I think is brilliant. And I
Yeah.
think is so much fun. And plus, it makes it so people want to buy more packs.
Right. So every day when you go in, you can go to guest services, or at least this was the case when we went back in like 2013. You can get, I think they start you with 5 cards. I think I got more because my friend had a bunch
And
duplicates,
he was
so
like, I got
he
duplicates.
gave
Take
them.
these.
But you get like a starter thing, and I think it's free. The first 5,
Yeah,
right?
I think the first time you enter, you're able to get one free pack
That's what it is. And then after that, subsequently, you can either trade with other people if you
or
have
buy more
duplicates, or you
packs.
can just buy more. I would totally up. This would be like, I wouldn't even pin trade in Florida. I would just do this
Yeah.
instead.
Oh yeah.
And you go up to, they have maps that they give you to show you various points where you can cast your magic spells. And it's just really, really cool. It just makes the entire visit way more immersive and fun, and it makes you feel like you're really a part of the magic. And
And if you
they're
have a season pass, you can just be like, I'm just going to spend all day playing this game around the park.
kind of what we did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's kind of what we did. So I still kept it in my little Ziploc bag so we don't so it doesn't get ruined or anything like that. But I would love to see, honestly, more theme parks do things like this, as opposed to like, here's a ride and we're gonna exit you into the gift shop,
Mm-hmm.
and now you can shop and you can do this and that. Like I think this is way more fun, and you're still able to sell. You're still able to make money because
Yeah,
people
yeah.
will buy. Our friends are so dedicated that he made his own spell book with all these things inside. He just holds it up like a real wizard, like a real freaking wizard.
And I think that'd be great for Nintendo Land to do something like that. I love what they've done for Galaxy's Edge. Whoa, you're
Sorry.
shaking everything. For Galaxy's Edge, and to be able to have like the Disney Play app and go around and scanning things and putting things, doing different tasks. It just gives you something else to do in the park.
Yeah.
And that's what you really want to do is interact with the great sets that they have, is to feel more like you're actually a part of this world.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? Oh, I'm sorry. I completely
Part of your world.
part of your world. Yeah.
The really interesting that comment that Adam just put into our live chat here. He says there was a Kingdom Heart themed hotel suite in Tokyo Disney, and though I heard it was not that great, it was cool because you open your hotel room with a small keyblade. I would stay there
That
just
is
for that.
cool.
Just for that. I would steal the key and be like, I'll just pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
And that's why.
No, they probably have it like a duplicate or replicas for people to buy.
Yeah, well, and
in-
that's
in
also
a
why I'm
shop.
so excited to see. I want to go to that Star Wars hotel so bad. That's Star Cruiser hotel,
Mhm.
and just from what it sounds like on how immersive it is and how elaborate it is, and the fact that you can actually get have a pretend job on the cruise ship, and I'm just like, this sounds amazing. I want to just
What would
spend
you do?
all day long and be just going through all these different role-playing adventures, kind of be like you're actually inside of a game of D&D kind of a thing, but
Yeah.
Star Wars D&D.
Star Wars D&D, and kind of looping it back into the conversation of theme parks using AR and interactive apps and things like that. Adam brought up a great point, which I totally forgot about, but he says that's what the DataPad app for Galaxy's Edge was for.
Mhm.
Which is like, I really, really enjoy kind of sitting there, and we will go around Galaxy's Edge when we try to do the missions and stuff like that. But sometimes, I don't know, it's not quite perfect, because sometimes I know I would have completed a mission and I'm signed into my account and everything, and then I go into the next area and it's like, you have to do this. I'm like, I just did this.
Mhm.
And I would have to watch and read the same dialogue over again. I'm just like, oh, that's frustrating. I
And
just did it.
I do feel that there are a few little bugs that need to be worked out, but I think it's a great beginning
Yeah.
for what Disneyland has done. And plus, when you were going through the line of Rise of the Resistance,
Hmm.
I think that was really cool to be able to interact with what was going on in the line queue. So I'm just excited to see more of these theme parks kind of pick up on these. Hey, how can we make it so a ride is a lot more fun to go on more than once to get people to come back? What are some things that even if people don't want to go on rides because the lines are too long, what is it something that they can do around the park
Hmm.
that would make it really fun?
Yeah, I miss going to theme parks so much. So before we move on to our kind of main topics here, I wanted to ask you guys who are watching us live and as well as those who are watching afterwards to either comment in the chat or comment in the comment section below if money and the pandemic was not a thing at all, would you rather go to visit Nintendo World in Osaka, Japan, or would you go into the Star Wars hotel and have a 2-day stay there?
Oh, good. Yeah, so Nintendo or Star Wars? That's a tough pick.
Yeah, so let us
Oh
know
my
in the chat if you're
gosh.
watching us live right now or if you're watching later. Go ahead and comment that in the comment section below and let us know because I'm curious. I don't even know what I would pick, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I think for me, I would actually pick the I would I have to go to Star Wars Hotel.
Yeah.
I have to go. But no, but then that's the Mario Kart ride and all the attractions at Nintendo World. So
Yeah.
that's a real, you're right. Yeah, that's a lot more difficult than I thought it
Yeah,
was.
because at first I was like, "Oh, Star Wars, of course." And then I thought about not being in Japan and I hated that idea too of not being in Japan. So,
Hmm.
that's a hard one. Well, there's two of us so we can split
You go to one, I'll go to the
and then
other,
we'll trade
and then
stories.
we'll trade
And
stories
we'll bring back merchandise for each for
and
both of us.
vlogs.
Yeah. Adam says you'll want to go to the world based off Nintendo and ride the attraction, or go to the Star Wars themed hotel and live in a world of Star Wars LARP style. Tough choice.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
really.
oh, because I already have like a Star Wars LARP kind of thing. I have
Yeah, we
my
have our Star Wars bound outfits.
my Star Wars bound outfit. Yeah, my I call it my Jedi rebel, my Jedi refugee costume. And I loved wearing that costume. I thought it was really fun. I got a couple people going, "Oh, are you a kid?" Oh, wait, no, you're not. Kind of like they
No,
thought like I
there's
was a
no name tag.
character.
He's got no name tag.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, let us know. And while you're here watching us, give us a big fat thumbs up. Really helps us out a lot here on YouTube with the algorithm, the comments, and all that stuff. It really, really helps. All right. So, should we move into our kind of movie segments?
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk really quickly about Cherry. You guys heard us talk about Cherry in one of the previous live streams. It's directed by the Russo brothers, stars Tom Holland, and really, really excited for this. And now we hear that it's going to, I have to find my notes, it's going to be released in theaters on February 26th, 2021, and then globally on Apple TV Plus on March 12th, 2021. What I'm hoping is that by February that the vaccine would have been distributed worldwide, you know.
It would start. It
It
would
would
be
start to.
probably in February. It'd still be in the baby steps
Mm,
because think about it. You have to. I mean, just for America alone,
we
you
have a
would
lot of people
need
here.
335 million doses. So worldwide, I mean, you need billions and billions of doses of
Okay.
this vaccine. So I mean, even though yeah, we get it by the end of the year,
Hmm.
it's still going to take a long time to make and produce that much.
All right, so then maybe not worldwide, but maybe here in the US, it would have been the distribution would be underway. I would really love to get back into the theaters. I want to
Yes.
like just watch Tom Holland act
Yes.
his butt off this role. Like it looks so good. The concept of it. I downloaded the Audible book for Cherry, so I can't wait to finish. I'm gonna finish Lovecraft Country, and then I'm going to jump into Chaos Walking, book one. And then if I like it enough, I'll probably get into the rest of the books and then Cherry. But I don't know. I might flip it. So we'll see. There's a lot of books. There's a lot, like Pachinko. I just downloaded as well. So I've got like a few books queued up on my Audible. But I can't wait, and I'm also happy that if we don't feel it's safe to go to the theaters, that we have the option to watch on Apple TV Plus, which we now have because I purchased a new laptop, so I get a whole year of Apple TV
Oh,
Plus.
cool.
Yay! Still
I keep
haven't
on
even
forgetting about
watched
that.
anything. I know I haven't even activated it. But I activated it and I signed up, but I just haven't turned it. I haven't watched anything
Ah.
on it, but we will. So super excited about the Cherry release date. That is going to be awesome. Let's see, and then Wonder Woman coming to HBO Max. And this is going to be, and Patty Jenkins announced this on her social media. She announced that this will be the first film on HBO Max to be available in 4K Ultra HD, HDR10, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos.
It makes sense too because they already were planning to have this be on a big screen. So the quality of the video has to be amazing. But since now they're shrinking it down to, maybe home theater size, it's going to be amazing quality. That picture is going to look so crisp, so clean that yeah, it's going to be a really good watch to be able to see it at home. But I am going to be very sad that we're not going to be able to see it in theaters.
I have
Well,
never.
maybe sometime next year they'll re-release it in theaters. Hopefully.
We'll see. I have never wanted a 4K TV more in my life than right now. In the past, I've always kind of been like, oh, I don't really need a 4K TV. Like, what do I need that for?
Yeah.
We love our DVDs and stuff like that, but really, because our TV's kind of, it's not that big in size anyways. But now hearing about Wonder Woman, I'm like, dang, how much is a 4K TV again? How can I get one? So yeah, I really want that. And the also the runtime is at about like 2 hours and almost 2.5 hours, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fantastic for every Wonder Woman fan out there. This is great news. I can't wait to see it on Christmas Day. And yes, I will be watching it on Christmas Day. I don't, I'm gonna just disappear for like 2.5 hours somewhere, and I'm just gonna go and watch the film. Let us know how you guys plan to watch Wonder Woman here in the States when it comes out on Christmas. Will you try to find a theater that is safe, that follows all the protocols, and go and enjoy it there, or are you just going to watch it on HBO Max? And then moving on to our very last topic, Oscars. They're going to be holding still an in-person telecast. So it looks like we won't be seeing the presenters in little like Zoom meeting boxes. Variety has learned this exclusively from a rep who says the Oscars in person telecast will happen. The award show has been pushed back to April of next year. Typically, it's like February ish. But now it's going to be in April due to the pandemic. But the question is, how many people are they going to let in the Dolby Theater, which is traditionally where they've always had the Oscars? And the theater seats about 3,400. So, how many people will they allow in there? Is it just the attendees, like the presenters and the recipients of the awards?
Mm-hmm.
And also, with that said, how many how many are willing to actually attend?
That is actually a good question. But since they did push this back until April, I think that's going to make a world of
I think we'll
difference.
see in like about a month or so, see what else they're saying about it.
Yeah.
And also, according to the Variety article, the Academy has done a walkthrough of Adobe recently to see all the multiple options that they have, but they haven't confirmed or announced specifically what procedures they'll be following.
Yeah.
Like if they're kind of like, oh, like X many people per row, and then they skip a row, and then they so it's every other row that they're seating in, or are they putting up like plexiglass dividers between all the rows so you don't like if no one's wearing their masks, then like are they should be wearing a mask, honestly.
Yeah.
But if they choose to not, then it would eliminate kind of the what is it called, the
Oh,
particles,
yeah. The particle spread.
yeah, to kind of eliminate that like in the airflow and stuff like that. So I don't know, I'm very curious to see. I like that they're confident about in-person telecast, but a part of me also is kind of skeptical about it, because I feel like with all we've seen this year so far, how Comic-Con, DC fandom, Justice Con, and things like that have all gone virtual, and obviously you can do it and you can make it look good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but also I think a couple of the music award shows have also done like in person, like Lady Gaga herself performed, and Ariana Grande performed in a mask. They
Oh,
sing,
yeah.
they sing
Yeah.
with
That's
their
right.
masks on, and they sounded fantastic still.
And it makes, I mean, where we're going to be at in the next 4 months
Yeah.
is we really don't know. I mean, we keep on saying, oh, it's going to be like this in 4 months, or it's going to be like this in a week. It's going to be like this in a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
And we've so far not been very good at predicting how this is going. So
No.
it's been one of those things that's kind of like the rest of your life. Just you have to see and wait to see how it goes. But that is 4 months away. So I'm really hoping that between now and then, with the way things look, that the pandemic is going to be in a lot better grip, so to speak. I think they're going to
That
have
we'll have a better grasp on
we'll
it.
have a better grasp on it, that it will make it easier for them to do events like this, for them to do the Oscars. They're going to have a lot more tools at their disposal.
Yeah, I think as long as depending on how they're going to do it, but when they do, I'm sure social distancing will be followed. I also can't wait to see all the masks that's going to match the dresses.
Yeah.
These will be like not your like what's the most expensive mask that you can buy that's fashionable, like 10, 10, 12 bucks maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Say upwards of 20. These will be like $1,000 masks, Swarovski crystals, hand stitched, embroidered, and matches the dress and things like that. Or they can wear their like best actress across their mask or something like that, just walk in with confidence like I got this in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, glitter masks, says Ronnie. Yeah. Well, you guys, that's the end of our show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We had a great time, especially talking about Nintendo World and Mario Kart. It's so much fun. But I do have a table read rehearsal that I have to go get ready for and charge this laptop and get yesterday's vlogmas up to the channel today so you guys can see it. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do a bunch of that stuff. We will catch you guys on Saturday for another. Wait, hold on, can I do Saturday? I gotta check. I think
Oh.
so. Yeah, we're okay.
Okay.
Okay, we will see you guys on
For the
Saturday.
next, I think for the
Next 2 weeks.
next 2-3 weeks, things are. I think we're gonna have to shuffle around some things, but we'll
But
definitely
hopefully
keep you
not.
guys informed.
But hopefully not also, because I don't like it when I have to change things around. That's why
Yeah.
it's kind of like I don't like moving it, but sometimes you have to. But anyways, thank you all for being here. If you haven't already, go ahead and give this video a like. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. I don't know where the button is. Hold on, I'm gonna look at it's down there somewhere to subscribe. There. I don't know. It's somewhere. Click on it, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos from us. And we will see you guys in the next one. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.